The race to Mars is getting crowded. Two startup space companies in California, Relativity Space and Impulse Space, announced today, July 19, that they are teaming up to launch the first commercial mission to Mars in 2024, years before the first potential trip by the more established SpaceX, which is known for its long-term plans to establish a human settlement of the Red Planet. According to a press release, Relativity Space would provide its reusable, 3D-printed Terran-R rocket for the mission's launch, while Impulse Space would provide its Mars cruise vehicle and Mars lander to place equipment on the Martian surface. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. To many, the concept of a fully populated Mars colony may seem straight out of this science fiction novel. But to Elon Musk, colonizing the Red Planet isn't just some futuristic pipe dream, it's the chief ambition of his company, and he plans to do it sooner than a lot of people think. According to Space Exploration Technology Corporation, or SpaceX, was started by Musk in 2002 with the goal of revolutionizing space travel. A South African-born PayPal founder invested $100 million of his own money to get the company off the ground, and over the course of the last 15 years, SpaceX has made unprecedented progress in their quest to make humanity a multiplanetary species. Between owning the first commercial space company to ever resupply the International Space Station, ISS, and creating the only reusable rocket booster in existence, making history is now somewhat of a routine for Musk, but he hasn't done it alone. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, has been with him every step of the way, providing both funding and launch support crucial to SpaceX's success. The relationship isn't simply one-sided either. Thanks to two key pieces of legislation, the Commercial Space Launch Act of 1984 and the Commercial Space Launch Act Amendment of 2004, NASA and SpaceX have been able to form a symbiotic relationship to help each other overcome the numerous hurdles involved in traveling to space. So NASA was a big beneficiary of the change in that paradigm. Concurrently, SpaceX was successful in landing NASA contracts that infused federal money into their initiative, so it was a win-win for both parties. Currently, SpaceX is involved in numerous contracts with both private companies and the federal government. Musk predicts that he will be able to offer a $200,000 ticket to Mars in roughly 10 years. However, as of now, SpaceX's missions mainly consist of cargo resupplies and satellite launches. NASA has released their own plan to get to the Red Planet as well. However, their timetable is significantly less ambitious than Musk's. The agency's three-phase initiative hopes to have the first humans orbiting Mars sometime in the early 2030s. Unlike Musk, NASA's plan does not include any colonization efforts as of now. So who's going to reach Mars first? Will it be Elon Musk and the private sector, NASA and the federal government, or perhaps some mix of the two? The more we learn, the more daunting we realize getting to Mars is going to be, Ketchum said. I think there's a common recognition that the cost to overcome technological hurdles and execute once that technology is captured is going to be significantly more than any one or two or three entities is going to be able to bear independent of the rest of humanity. But that doesn't mean it won't happen. Like Musk, Ketchum feels that leaving our planet is going to be an inevitability if we want humanity to survive. This planet wasn't here forever, and it isn't going to be here forever, he said. Whether the sun gets too big in a couple billion years, the Earth's molten core cools and we lose our magnetic sphere, or human beings manage to do what they're very capable of doing, wiping us out on this planet, it would be a good idea to colonize elsewhere. Annual Human to Mars Summit. The annual Humans to Mars Summit is underway now, bringing together members of the international space community to discuss a common goal of establishing a sustainable and permanent human presence on the Red Planet, and you can watch it live online. Attendees are gathering in Washington, D.C. for the 2024 Humans to Mars Summit at 2M, hosted by the nonprofit organization Explore Mars. The conference, which people can attend both in person and online, begins on Tuesday, May 7, kicking off with a panel on the innovation that will make it possible to get people to the Moon and Mars. Panel discussions will run through 5 p.m. ET each day. Over the past decade, A2M has been and remains the most successful conference focused on a sustainable human presence on Mars, Chris Carberry, Explore Mars CEO, said in a statement for this year's registration, which can be found online here. This year, we are restructuring the event to maximize the in-person as well as the online experience of the week's events. The A2M Summit, taking place at the Jack Morton Auditorium at George Washington University, features a list of speakers talking about accomplishments in space exploration, plans to launch astronauts to the Red Planet by the mid-2030s, and the challenges that may be faced in achieving that goal. As we stand on the brink of a new era of interplanetary exploration, the 2024 Humans to Mars Summit is not merely an event, Edwards, Explore Mars president, said in the statement. We know that exploration and our instinctive curiosity for what lies beyond drives discovery, innovation, and new technologies and improves life on Earth. The summit agenda features speakers from various space industries, including NASA, the European Space Agency, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, Lockheed Martin, Collins Aerospace, the Planetary Society, Virgin Galactic, and Raytheon Technologies. The summit will be attended by students, innovators, authors, and other STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math professionals. The 2024 timeline for this proposed mission would put Relativity Space and Impulse Space ahead of Elon Musk's company, which could land a commercial mission on Mars by the end of this decade, according to the company's president and chief operating officer, Gwynne Shotwell. SpaceX hasn't set a firm date for the planned Mars trip yet. If Relativity and Impulse can pull off their plan, they just might be the first commercial space companies to reach the red planet. However, it is important to note that neither company has put a single payload into space to date. That doesn't mean they haven't been laying the groundwork. Relativity Space was founded in 2015 and has since raised over $1 billion in funding, Ars Technical reported. The firm has been pioneering the use of metal 3D printers to manufacture its rockets' fuselages and engines. A manufacturing approach Relativity claims reduces supply chain complexity and development timelines. Relativity Space currently operates or is developing multiple launch facilities and their related infrastructure at several U.S. Air Force and NASA installations. While this construction makes it clear that Relativity Space intends to become a major player in the commercial launch services industry, it has yet to put a rocket into space. The 2024 mission would be Relativity's first launch of the Terran R. Impulse Space was founded in 2021 and currently has 40 employees. According to their LinkedIn page, the firm intends to enable low-cost and nimble last-mile space payload delivery so that customers can access any orbit or even reach other worlds. According to their website, the company specializes in creating orbital maneuvering vehicles specifically for last-mile payload delivery, such as the two vehicles as proposed for the 2024 Mars mission with Relativity Space. You want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great, and that's what being a spacefaring civilization is all about. It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past. And I can't think of anything more exciting than going out there and being among the stars. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give a thumbs up if you liked it. Your support helps me create more content. Leave a comment with your thoughts and suggestions. Thanks again. See you in the next video.